Hey, what's up guys? Steve here and welcome back to another episode of Fernbus. So today we're trying out a couple of new things. So first and foremost, we have update 24 out for Fernbus, which, as well as providing a few or quite a lot of updates to other things like performance, usual graphics and stuff like that, we do have a new town. So they've given us a new town of Flensburg, probably pronounced wrong, but anyway, yeah. So today I thought we would take a trip there. So let's have a quick look at today's route. So obviously we are starting down here in Hamburg, where we will do our first stop. We will then head on up as we're exploring, and it's quite a long drive to the town of Kiel. Again, apologies if it's pronounced wrong, where there's not a lot in there. You can see the sort of the normal roads. We literally just have a petrol station, a depot, and something else. All the grey bits are greyed out. And then, yeah, take a trip up here all the way to Flensburg. So what I'll probably do, if for some reason it wants to take us off here, I would quite like to go up through this the 404 and carry on with that, because it takes us past a site that's not identified as anything. So yeah, it comes up with a site, and yeah, we'll see what happens when we get there. I don't know what's up there, if there's anything exciting, but as it's new, we might as well try it. So let's get ourselves ready for today's trip, and yeah, I'll meet you guys a little bit closer to our first stop in Hamburg. So yeah, I'll catch you guys soon. Right guys, so the stop is just coming up on the right hand side. We have got the bus station just coming up here. Must admit, already I've started to notice a slight improvement to the game. So it seems to be a lot less stutters. He nearly crashes into a truck. Yeah, a lot less stutters and frame drops. Seems to be a lot more comfortable. Oh look, another bus, another one of our coaches. Yeah, it seems to be a lot better, as I say, a lot more updates to it. So let's find our stop, which is just up here. So let's pull on in. Try not to hit anything. All right, perfect. There we go. So let's open the doors. Open the luggage compartments. There we go. Perfect. So let's log in to our app, see how many people we're picking up. Alright, so we've got 7 people here today. Then yeah, 4 off and 10 on at Kiel, and then all 15 off at Flensburg. So let's jump out. Let's check these people on. So let's see who we've got. Yeah, you're good. Okay, so you want a ticket to Flensburg. Flensburg, there we go. Check that. That one, alright. So you're going to Kiel. You're not for us. What about you? Go to Flensburg. So you. Oh, you want a ticket to Flensburg as well. Perfect. So a lot of people buying tickets, so people are still looking to go. You're Kiel. You're doing some weird dance. And you're good to go. So, oh, missed one. No, sir. Yeah, you're good to go. Alright, so now everyone's checked on board. He's not coming with us. Let's jump on. Shut all the doors. Shut the luggage compartment. Alright, how close are we to departure time? So let's skip forward a little bit to departure time. Don't be too early leaving. Alright, and let's start. Perfect. So, as I say, quite a drive now until we get to wherever it was, Kiel, that we're going to next. So let's try and reverse out here without hitting anything. So yeah, so obviously I say a lot of updates done. Really? Which sword isn't that close? I'm pretty sure I closed the luggage. There we go. Any more left open? No, good. Alright, let's go. So yeah, so good to see they're doing still lots of updates. Obviously doing quite a lot of of product updates. And can we go out here? Yeah, right, let's make sure there's nothing coming. Not that I can see anything. Just jaunt it. Hope there's nothing coming. Good, we were clear. Yeah, so a lot of updates, as I say, a lot of updates to different bits. Obviously, a lot of graphical updates that came out in the beta. So, you know, trying to get rid of things like trees and plants and stuff growing up through. As well as updates for buses. I know they've changed the braking performance and ABS settings again. They've updated a couple of different buses, and then yeah, there was a secondary part of the beta that's just recently come out. That fixes a load of other bits and pieces that potentially was wrong with the first beta. So yeah, good to see that they're updating it. This is the first beta update that we've checked ourselves. Obviously, as new stuff comes available, we will try it. We are obviously been to the other DLCs and updates and stuff that they've had so far. Well, let's go. Yeah, so we've done the other bits and pieces. Obviously got to do buses, got to use them, which was part of our aim for this series. And then yeah, we've got a few more updates I want to do in terms of areas to go to before we start doing DLCs. But I'd be intrigued to see what your thoughts are, guys. If you're still watching, I'd say for those that are, what do you think next? Do you want to head in to the Swiss DLC or the French DLC? I know there's still a few more in terms of German towns to go to, but you know, they're all very similar. We've done a lot of the routes so far. We travel sort of to the north and the south. I think Flensburg is now the highest point on the map. So yeah, so we've sort of gone side to side, top and bottom. But yeah, so what do you think we do? So put those in the comment section below. Which one of the two you want to see, whether you want to head into France or head to Switzerland and Austria. And yeah, whichever one gets the sort of the most comments and suggestions going forward, we will do that one. As I say, at the moment we are alternating different episodes of this tourist bus and Bus Simulator 18. So I think at the moment we're running about once every 3 weeks, I think, in terms of episodes. So yeah, by the time the next episode comes out, which will be approximately 3 weeks, whatever the suggestion is will be where we go. So yeah, so put those in. You've got about 2.5 weeks before I before I get to the next episode for us to try. So yeah, that car's going to stop there. Yes, so that will be the next one. So obviously we have got more Bus Sim 18 coming out. We have our sort of regular bits and pieces with that, and Tourist Bus. Say Tourist Bus at the moment is sort of more when new stuff comes out and new updates, but obviously we are pretty much we've done what we can do in that one. Obviously we are, I think the last one we updated some bits to the house and did some short shuttle services, which will be the sort of the theory with that one going forwards, because there isn't, unfortunately there isn't a busting amount that's new in that game at the moment. Conscious that there's only so many times you can see me driving a little bus or a minibus or a big bus around the island. There's no new coaches out at the moment, and I think the next DLC, update, whatever you want to call it, will be the new Renault Master minibus that they came out with. But so yeah, so that's just sort of as and when exciting stuff comes up, and new bits and pieces that we sort of dip in and out of that. So obviously a lot more to do in Bus Sim 18, which is good, because we've got new areas, jobs and stuff coming up. As I say, that is new to the channel, so we are still got plenty to do on that. And then there's the whole map expansion DLC that we've got to do on that as well, so that should keep us going for a while. And then yeah, as I say, obviously we've got something new Saturdays coming out, which we have had the last Train Sim World, which came out on Saturday, and something new coming out this Saturday. So keep an eye out on my Instagram and Twitter if you don't already. We will be doing some updates on there as to what the next series will be. Obviously, being a leap year, we did get one extra episode in February because we got the 29th. So yeah, we did gain an extra episode, but we will be back to normal with new episodes of that coming out on Saturday. Right, so we're heading out of Hamburg. Let's just make sure we get in the right lane. Yeah, so far game seems a lot more stable. There seem to be random vegetation sort of poking up through the road that we can see. Some weird texture effects. I don't know if that's on the windscreen, but yeah, it looks a little bit weird sort of underneath that car in front. But yeah, everything seems to be running okay. I think we've had minimal amounts of stutter, which is something this game was plagued with somewhat in the past with frame drops and stutters and stuff. But yeah, it seems to be working okay so far. So let's just have a quick check on the map, because I'm pretty sure we've got a fair old trip now until we get into Kiel. So yeah, we'll carry on driving. Missed that. What was that? An attention sign? Totally missed that. Anyway, so yeah, so got a fair old drive before we get into Kiel. So let's crack on. As I say, we'll in theory it's just more of this in terms of driving on the motorway. So let's skip forward in this bit, and as I say, I will catch back with you guys in a second once we've got closer to our next stop. Alright guys, so a long and fairly monotonous drive up. Nothing really too exciting, but did give us a chance to experience and check the various different updates. So a couple of things I have noticed from the drive up here: that vegetation at the roadside seems to be particularly green, bearing in mind it's pretty snowy. So yeah, colours and textures, I know they're supposed to have new effects, so they do seem to be, if you look at them moving, they're a lot better. I think, bear in mind, we're on a pretty snowy, wintry day. They're probably a bit lush and green. They could probably do with being a slightly different colour, but that's little details. There are still a few stutters, I think, as you get into the new areas. There's still a few bits and pieces that drag the frame rate down somewhat, and still cause it to sort of stutter. Some of the textures, in terms of loading them in, are also a little bit janky, but on the whole, seems to be okay. I don't know whether I haven't got the draw distance, or the when the things start to come in better, because there's a few shadows and stuff that seem to be randomly popping up. But other than that, it's pretty good. It's a lot more, what feels anyway, a lot better. And yeah, we were obviously on our way to, although that truck didn't seem to come in properly. Yeah, it definitely seems to be a lot better. Seems to be a bit more in terms of a industrial drive up there. There's a lot of power plants and factories and stuff that were there, so that's obviously I suppose understandable. Oh, missed the red light. What did I? No, I didn't. Anyway, yeah, it seems to be a lot better. As I say, there's the Flixbus headquarters there on the right, so let's try not to run every red light in this little town. Petrol station just up there. Let's say there's not a lot, if I recall rightly, in this town that you can actually do. The map was pretty simple in terms of, it was just like a road in, a quick road round the bus stop, and then a road out. Let's say I think the newer town is probably a little bit more sort of heavily built up in terms of available roads to try, but we'll see when we get there. But obviously it's a good old place to try and explore and see what new is. Obviously, once we finished our job, we'll go for a quick look around and see if there's anything else after that's sort of worthwhile. We need to go left here. That was worthwhile sort of looking at. So we're going left at these lights. Good, they're turning green just as we get there. This car should go through. So you can't go much further down that road by the looks of it than we are already. The invisible barrier, I guess, stops us. And then yeah, left again at the end. So few more traffic lights. Pretty sure they used to have like those arrows up saying that you couldn't go down certain roads. Oh yeah, there you go. A bit better in terms of seeing those ones than the last ones. Right, and then we're going straight over here by the looks of it. Yeah. Let's wait for the traffic lights. Say a lot more. There's a church coming up here on the left. Let's have a look. Quick look while we wait at these traffic lights. Possibly just a car park. Alright, let's go. Now we've got a green light, we can sort of head on through and head to our first stop. So, yeah, just a car park. Kind of look like a ramp on its way into like a churchyard or church car parking spot. Alright, take a left here. So quite high rise here, quite a lot of sort of big old, I guess, probably housing blocks, tower blocks, whatever you want to call them. Quite, let's say, quite well built up. And obviously some older construction as well as newer, so yeah, it gives the character to this town. Right, let's wait for these lights to go green, and then we should hopefully be on our way dropping these people off. I can't remember what arrival time was. And it gives us estimate arrival time, but I can't remember actually what time that was supposed to be. So we significantly late. Arrival was supposed to be 3:23, and we're at 3:40. Yeah, maybe we're a little bit late. We might get marked down for this one. Yeah, we're probably gonna be a little bit late, but hopefully the bus stop isn't too far away and we don't get stuck at too many more traffic lights. Bus stop's just up here on the left. Alright, so let's head on in. As I say, we are significantly late. Not really sure how, but we managed to be late, so let's stop here. Alright, cool, perfect. So let's open some doors, handbrake on, open the luggage compartment. Alright, perfect. So let's check these people on, and yeah, be back with you guys in a second once we're ready to go. Alright guys, so that's everybody checked on. We are running a tad behind, so let's jump back inside, make sure everything's shut. Luggage compartments, make sure we're all shut and ready to go. No, why is the front door not shut? There we go. Alright, so let's see what time we should have left. So we should have left at 3:25, and we are leaving at 1:45. So we are running about 20 minutes late, which is not ideal, but we should hopefully be able to catch up before our next stop. So let's play the announcement, which I'm conscious that we forgot last time. There we go. Alright. So yeah, so we are significantly late, but we hopefully can make up this time on the way to our first stop, to our next stop. Hopefully if the traffic lights let us go. Let's turn the announcement off. Yeah, hopefully the traffic lights are okay and don't make us too much further behind. We should be able to catch up some time on the autobahn. We always seem to arrive early normally, so hopefully we can on this one. But we shall see. Maybe they've updated the time for arrivals and everything. Come on, let's go. Could do with being back on that motorway so we can make up some time. Dead, we're sat here waiting at traffic lights. Come on, go green. We got late passengers. Alright, there we go. Finally, we're good to go. Let's take a nice wide swing. Don't want to hit anything. Alright, we're taking a right here as well. We could do with these lights going green. Come on. No, we're going to get stuck at these as well. Oh, look at that. It's almost like they heard us. Alright, so let's take a nice wide swing. Good. I bet these lights are going to go red just as we get to them. Yeah, it's fine. They're on amber. We can make those lights. There we go. Perfect. Right, so same with these, you reckon? Alright, there we we go. We're not speeding or anything. We're still going to make those lights. Right, so let's... These lights I'm sure have probably just gone red, so we're going to be stuck here. Yeah, you see how the sort of the shadow from that traffic light just seemed to just come in as we came sort of closer to it. It didn't seem to fade in very well. So I know that is one of the updates, if I recall rightly. It's the ability to change some of the what do you call it, like the way it sort of shows up. Maybe that's something that we didn't check. I must admit, I didn't go back through all like graphics settings and stuff before I started this route. Sort of just updated it and sort of cracked on with it. So maybe that is something that needs to be changed. I'll have another look after we've done this video and see, and then yeah, hopefully for the next one everything will be back up to normal. So right, let's try not to speed. Right, good, goes to 100 there. Right, perfect. So where are we going from here? So we're taking a right. So let's try and just see how that graphic for that trees is just sort of, I don't know, maybe about 2 or 3 bus lengths in front is just sort of bringing in, just not quite sort of fading in how we were expecting. It's yeah, it's not ideal, but it is, you know, obviously it's a beta version, we know that. It's gonna get constant updates hopefully, now that we've sort of started it. Hopefully it'll go to the construction site on the right. A lot of containers, trucks and stuff, so obviously they're getting something updated and rebuilt. So I think probably what we'll do is just have a quick look at the map. Oh, there we go. So obviously we are not far off of a stop here, but I quite want to carry on. Just want to see what this bridge is and what this sightseeing bit is up here, because it doesn't actually say anything. So hopefully if it doesn't make us too late, I'm not too worried about arriving not on time, but we were late for the first stop, so we might as well be late for the second. So I think yeah, we'll ignore the sat nav on this one and we'll carry straight on. And well, there we go. There was a pretty big star. Yeah, I guess maybe as it's loading in new areas and new things, it's gonna have a small amount of that. But let's carry on through and say fingers crossed this isn't too much longer. So that sat nav arrival said it was like 12 minutes past 5. Let's see when it updates. Oh, that's a title corner. There was nothing on our outside. Yeah, so the time of arrival hasn't really changed. Okay, that's strange. Anyway, let's crack on. We can keep a reasonable amount of speed up going through here. And what's this, farms on the left? Yeah, farms on the left. Hopefully not too many minutes lost by going this way, but obviously I do want to try and see this part of the route. I think the back and bottom part we'll maybe do on the way back in another episode, but we'll see how we get on with this one. Through a sort of traditional, I suppose, German forest area here. We losing speed a little bit. Yeah, it's an 80, so let's just slow down slightly. Don't want to catch too much speeding. Down to a 60, so something must be coming up for us to need to slow down. Ah, yeah, we're losing a lane, so we're going to a single lane. Maybe this wasn't the best way to come to try and keep. Why does this traffic stop so much? Yeah, maybe this wasn't the greatest way to come to try and keep time. But I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's going through this forest area. Hopefully it'll speed up again as we get out. Okay, there you go. So it's gone back up to 80. Now we need it just to sort of speed up a little bit further. Alright, what's changing here? Back to national. Yeah, it's back to 100. Alright, so all that concertina effect of slowing down and not really doing anything didn't really change much, obviously, apart from it losing a lane. It didn't really make much difference, and we're now back up to 100 kilometers an hour. So let's try not on such a small road, try not to and everything. So we're coming into what looks like a, I'll go back down to 80. So this is another little town area. Didn't really give us too much information. Didn't say there was anything here. So where are we here then? Where's this? Lang something? This one wasn't even on the map. Guess there's no stops here, but I just guess it's an extra sort of town. Nice church there on the right. So yeah, it's weird. Town that's on the map, sorry, not on the map, but is here in the game. Very strange. Looks like bin day, whatever day it is. Is that a speed camera? Possibly. A sneaky speed camera. Looks like a wheelie bin. That's I thought the British police were sneaky about where they put their speed cameras and how they showed them, but making it look like a wheelie bin and putting it out on the same days as bin day in the game makes it look a little bit sneaky. So just pretty residential area, officer. Not speeding, honestly. We're not actually speeding. Actually, to be fair, we're not even anywhere near speed limit. So, right, so it looks like we're heading out of wherever that was. Lampling or something like that. Alright, so hopefully we'll get a bit more speed up, and we should be able to do it. So I think what we'll just do, let's just have a quick look and see what time we're due to arrive. So we need to be at Flensburg at 12 minutes past 5. We're at 4:30 with about 60 kilometers to go. So let's see how we get on. Seems to be a lot more buildings, lot newer style buildings as you get towards this bit. I guess because this is a new area, it's potentially had new buildings and stuff built into it. But yeah, there definitely seem to be a lot more in terms of architecture of farm buildings and industrial buildings and stuff as you go through, which is good. It's always good to see that they are constantly updating all the assets that are in the game in terms of buildings. And what is that? Is that just a barn? Yeah, it looks like yeah, they're cutting down trees and stuff. Yeah, good to see that they're doing all of that. See a lot more. See like industrial equipment outside the road there. So yeah, we're still getting a bit of a refresh. I guess as they continue to add more bits, it will. And yeah, potentially, as I say, in the next episode, we will try one of the DLCs. So yeah, as mentioned earlier in the episode, guys, if whichever one you want to see next, please put those on the comment section or in the comment section below. And yeah, whichever one is the one you want to see the most, either it's the Austria DLC or the French DLC, whichever one gets the most suggestions, we will do it. So yeah, you can, if you want to. Obviously, if you're watching this video months in advance, or sorry, months later, then you're yeah, then probably a bit late. But yeah, we'll we'll probably know which one we did by then. But yeah, if you're watching it when it's live, as I put those in the comment section below. Alright, so is this us? Yep, so this is us into Flensburg. So we've still got 33 kilometers to go until we actually get to the stop. So although we are in the town seems to be pretty big. Also seems to have speed cameras as we went in, as you may have seen just a second ago. Alright, so it's a 50 through here. So yeah, typical sort of German village. Very nice sort of, don't even know what you call this type of building. Someone will probably tell me the sort of the black and white building with all the wood and everything in it. A Lesco, which yeah, rip off. But anyway, all we need now is a Laldi or something like that, and we'll be all right. Maybe there's one already. I haven't actually seen one, but anyway, building. Don't know what that's for. Probably an office or school, or I can't even see what that says. Something about hello. So yeah, so there's that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I say it's slightly different design. Like I say, a lot more, quite a big office building there. I don't know what this sightseeing is. That's what the sightseeing is, but I don't know what that is. Okay. It just says site, so it was obviously a building of some description. I'll have a look and see what they've listed it as in the game. So yeah, I'll put that up now if it's if I ever find out what it is. Right, more traffic lights. So let's wait for these lights to go green. We are taking a right here, so we're still 22 kilometers away, but we have got about a quarter of an hour before we need to get to our stop. So hopefully we should make it on time, even with a ever so slight detour, to find out the existent or non-existent site that was there. Yeah, we might come back to that later. Alright, perfect. So light's gone green. Take a nice wide swing at this without hitting a sign or a curb or anything. Which we've got caught speeding once. I'm not really sure what happened there. The screen decided to get really dark almost. And you can see it's got really hazy. It's very strange. Alright. So, heading down a little bit. It's got really hazy all of a sudden. I don't know what's that. I guess, oh, we're by the sea, so maybe it is mist. Oh, this seems to be the port area by the looks of it, because we've got a lot of buildings on the right here that sort of resemble port buildings, and there's obviously the sea just behind that. Something GSW Fabrications there, so I don't know, engineering of some shape or form. 14 kilometers to go. I don't know whether this is just getting darker or it is actually getting misty. Who knows? Alright, more traffic lights, our favourite. Are we playing sat nav roulette? Are we going left or straight on? Straight on. So okay, it's a good place to stop, mate. Come on, let's go. Just abandon it in the way. Alright, perfect. So alright, going left here. Yeah, going left here. So I don't know what's straight on. Keel on the motorway apparently. Alright, so let's go that way. Nice little tree-lined streets here. So I guess this is pretty representative. Another church. Police officer. Speed camera. Or maybe just box of some shape or form. 7 kilometers, so we are going to be a little bit late for this stop, but I did want to try and try different. Oh look, there we go. So it's just getting dark, and now we've got down. So let's turn some headlights on. As it's dark enough, we need to put some lights on. Alright, we're going right here. Oh no, it's straight on. Okay, so it's not actually a turn, it's just following the road round. Let's try to, caught the curb. Alright, and then we're going left again. So, is that left here? Guessing that's here, yep. The restroom is malfunctioning. Oh, that's good, well done. Who's destroyed the toilet? Here we go. Okay. No problem, thank you. That was never ever going to be a turn that we could have made in this. It's atrocious. So what sort of road is this we're going to? Seems to be a one-way street. Guess it was. Alright, so there seems to be cars coming from the left here, so I don't know who's got right away. Just seems to be going round and round in circles. Right, so where's our stop? We need to go down. Which one are we going down? That one. Okay. So now we know where we're stopping. There's another one of our coaches there. So we're late. We've hit at least one car, and I got a speeding ticket. So let's put the handbrakes on, open the doors, open the luggage compartment. Alright, let's make sure everyone gets off. Yeah, it kind of just miraculously appeared. So let's finish our route, see how we got on, and then potentially see what we got to do next. So let's log out of the app and see what we did. So everything green on the first page, that's good. So we checked everyone in that we were supposed to, sold the right amount of tickets, stops at the right places, contacted Central when we needed to, and yeah, everything else was good. So service wise, we had one scheduled arrival, I think, which was the first one, one scheduled departure, which was probably the first one, and yeah, we weren't on schedule. So yeah, a few detours, but obviously we wanted to do that. Didn't need to rest, didn't miss any passengers. We got everything right there. Air conditioning is still wrong. I don't understand why we can't get the right temperature on that one. If anyone plays this game and lets me know what the temperature is supposed to be, because I've tried 21, 21 and a half, 20 and a bit, and it doesn't seem to work. Alright, so let's have it. So they were alright. We damaged one bit of property. I'm not sure what we hit that was property, and we got one speeding ticket. And then driving behaviours, so we drove on the road 98% of the time, everything else was good, and we broke safety distance 5 times. I guess we're just a little bit too close to some other cars. So I'm guessing property damage may well have been the car that we hit. There was a static car that was hit, but I don't know, I guess they class that as property rather than accidents. But yeah, we got 706 XP, and we are just under 7,500 XP in total. So yeah, so I think that was a pretty good route to try. Obviously the new trip to Flensburg, yeah, it doesn't look like there's a lot that we missed. I think we came in from this way in the end, so I think that's that turn that we maybe got a little bit tight on. So yeah, there is another petrol station, and there is a depot there. As I say, still don't know what that site is. I will do a bit of investigation and find out what it was, but yeah, as I say, so I think that'll probably finish today's episode, guys. Obviously the beta update, I think, is an improvement. It does work. There is a lot better in terms of the game. It's a lot less sort of stuttery. Still a few, but you know, not 100% perfect. But yeah, and obviously the new area in Flensburg, nice addition, nice new town for the game. So it's good to see that they're still updating the base game. As mentioned previously in the episode, guys, please feel free to put down in the comment section below which of the 2 DLCs you'd like me to see and use next, whether it be the Austria download, or the France download. So yeah, put those in the comment section, whichever one gets the best one. By the time I have to record the next episode, then we will do it. So yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. If you have liked it, please do hit the like button. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you can be updated when new updates and videos come out. If you haven't caught the playlists for any of them, whether it be Fernbus, Tourist Bus, Bus Sim 18, something new Saturday, then please do catch up with those when you can. And as always, guys, if there's any questions, queries, comments or suggestions, please put those in the comment section below. But thanks again for watching, guys, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Take care. Bye.